how to use the Louie Settings app. Louie comes built in with a highly customizable set of settings so that each user can make Louie the perfect voice assistant for their needs. The Louie Settings app is clearly labeled and has this blue and white icon. Opening it presents us with all of the various options that we can make to make Louie more efficient for us. At the top of the screen, we have the pink Start a Voice Session button. This will immediately summon Louie.
Hello, Anish. Say, God bless, and I will never speak commands. Which app would you like to use? YouTube, or Uber, or WhatsApp?
The second option is the How to Call Louie button. Here, this gives us immediate access to the 6 different ways we can call Louie. By turning each toggle from white to yellow, we can turn on the respective action, and vice versa, from yellow to white, we'll turn it off. Right now, I have the double shake and the Hey Louie summoning turned off. If I selected both of those options, I can now summon Louie through both of those methods. The third button is Make Louie Work Amazingly Fast and provides helpful tips as to how a user can make Louie immediately provide them with only the options they need and no unnecessary words. There are several tips on this page that a user can go through to make Louie work fast and convenient. Then we have 6 buttons over 2 columns. The first are the settings for Louie's text-to-speech. We can change the engine, the speed at which Louie speaks, the tone, high or low, and the Louie Settings app provides a convenient play and reset button so that we can test out the best combination of those 2 parameters. For example, if I increase the speech rate and increase the pitch, Louie would sound like this. Let me click the play button.
This is an example of text-to-speech.
By hitting reset, it goes back to
Louie
default.
started.
The next button is the Louie Settings button. Then we have 2 options. We can select voice control settings, which will provide us with another set of options. We can change the name by which Louie addresses us. We can control how many words Louie speaks. And we have a more granular option for the Calling Louie settings. Here, in addition to turning the 6 ways of summoning Louie on and off, we can also adjust them. For example, if I let Louie respond to Hey Louie from any phone screen and select yes, I now have the option to adjust the sensitivity up and down. And of course, we have the same OK and reset to default buttons. The same is true for the quick double shake. We see the shake sensitivity option pop up. And we have the other options that we saw earlier. Going back and scrolling down, we can see special settings for Uber and YouTube. In Uber, we can change how rides are sorted by. We can determine whether or not to skip the driver rating. And we can select which preferred booking mode we would like to use. In the normal booking mode, Louie walks you through every step. In the quick mode, Louie simply takes where you want to go and what type of ride and does everything else for you. Let's go back to the YouTube settings. Here, we have the option to modify how Louie skips ads, if you wanted to skip ads at all. Going further back takes us to the screen reader options. Louie Voice can be used with an existing screen reader on your phone, Louie's built-in screen reader, or no screen reader at all. All of these can be turned on with the simple click. Now, let's go to the tutorial demo videos button. Here, on the Louie voice control tutorial, we have a set of lessons that link to the slides from the onboarding that allow the user to learn the various features of Louie. Simply hit back and we can see the lesson plans again. We can also select demo videos. These videos are conveniently organized, so you can see how to use all of the functions of Louie in the main video and take a deep dive into Uber and WhatsApp functions. Let's go back. We can also see the About Us page from the home screen. This provides the links to the privacy policy, which will open in a web browser. It also provides a link to the terms of service, also on the Visio Apps webpage. It allows us to share with friends using various methods on your phone. It allows us to rate Louie on the Google Play Store. And finally, it will take you to the Play Store to determine if there are any updates to Louie that you need to install. The fifth button is the Contact Us button. This is a contact form so that a user can quickly submit feedback and suggestions to the Louie team. You can also report a problem. If you select Report, it will send a bug report to the Louie team, conveniently and with no hassle. Finally, the large green button at the bottom of the screen tells us the status of Louie. In this case, Louie is on. If we would like to turn off Louie, we can simply click it, it will turn red, and Louie will not be summoned at all through any of the 6 methods. We can turn it on just as easily with a tap of the finger. That is a full deep dive into the Louie Settings app.